Good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube users. What up, though? It's your boy Scholar Rock. I'm back with another video. So, first and foremost, I want to say happy holidays and Merry Christmas to all you guys. Today is the 22nd, which is a Friday, and Christmas is right around the corner. I hope you guys got all your Christmas shopping done, and I hope you and all your family members enjoy it. So today I am gonna bring you a two-part video. Earlier in the week I had a surprise for you guys, but it never panned out. I was gonna bring you guys some point of view driving, but my friend flaked on me at the last minute. So I did record some stuff on Tuesday when I did the M4 bus, and that was a pretty long day. So I got some shots of the cloisters and Washington Heights that I never showed you guys, and I want to show you guys. And today I'm doing my favorite line, which is the M98. The M98 is called a senior line, and we call it that because in order to pick the M98, you have to have some seniority. I don't have the seniority to pick the M98, but I get it every once in a while when I'm on the extra list. So that's what we got today. We are going to be at work from 7 to 7. So it's going to be a pretty long day, but we're not doing no overtime. So, which is good because it's Friday and my body's kind of tired and I need to get some rest. So I will be bringing you guys some footage of the M98 and hopefully you guys enjoy. This week it's been up and down. So, you know, as a bus driver, one of the things that we do have to deal with is rude and nasty people. And you figure because it's the holiday season, people would be a little bit nicer. But today, well, not today, but during this week, I've dealt with some pretty obnoxious passages. And, you know, it just gets to the point where you can only be nice but for so long until that niceness has to disappear. So that's what I've been dealing with. But, you know, it's part of the job of being a bus operator, too. Another thing that I had to deal with was last week I had a deposition. A deposition, for those of you who don't know, is when your lawyer and the person who's suing's lawyer have a meeting, they talk to you, and they try to get some information out of you about what happened. So this has nothing to do with my personal life. This happened on the bus. It was an accident from 2020, and the lady is suing MTA because she felt like she was in the right when she was clearly in the wrong. Can't speak about it too much, but you guys in other cities and other countries have to deal with stuff like that. Do you guys have situations where customers are trying to sue your company and then you have to go into court and you have to tell the lawyers what happened? Just curious, because I know here in New York it happens often. You know, even a person can be in the wrong and they still feel like they could try to get some money out of MTA, and they try to sue the company. But the part about suing the company is, yeah, you're suing the company, but at the same time, you're kind of like putting the driver in a bad situation as well, because now we got to go to court and we got to say what we need to say to defend ourselves or whatever the case may be. So in this particular case, I can't talk too much about it, but the lady was clearly in the wrong and she's trying to claim that she was in the right. So that's what we're dealing with that. Don't know how long that's going to take. That, like I said, that was in 2020. It's now 2023, and they're just doing a deposition. So, like I said, that may take years. It may not even happen. It may happen. Who knows? But we're going to keep on going along with our life and do what we need to do to be a productive bus operator. So yeah, guys, take this journey with me today, and again, I'm gonna try to bring you guys the best content that I can. To all you people who have been subscribing, liking the channel, and comment, I appreciate you 1,000%. Keep doing what you're doing, and as long as I can answer the questions that you're asking, I will try to answer them. And yeah, that's where we at. So guys, I'll check back in with you in a few, and let's get this day started. Holla. Guys, this is where the M98 starts. This is also where the M4 starts, and we are prepared for I believe it's like 10 minutes before we have to leave and make our trip back downtown. So like I said, we got I think it's a 5-hour lunch break. We get off the bus at 10:56 and we don't get back on till 3 something. But yeah, so far so good. First trip was a piece of cake. The people on the 98 tend to be a little bit more nicer. They pay their fare, they don't really bother you because they know where they're going. And they actually be looking for this bus because it doesn't run all day. It runs in the morning and then it stops in the afternoon for a certain period of time, and then it picks back up in the evening, and it doesn't run on Saturdays and Sundays. And it's also limited. So I think in total from the Cloister, well, from Fort Tyrant Park all the way down to 68th and Lexington, it makes about a total of 10 to 12 stops. This is why I like doing this line. But yeah, guys, so we're gonna be hanging out up here until it's time for us to leave. We do another trip downtown, and then we on our lunch break until 3 something. So I'll catch you guys in a few. So guys, this is the last stop on the 98. Oh yeah, happy holidays to y'all. But this is the last stop on the 98. This is 68th Street and 3rd Avenue, 67th Street and 3rd Avenue. So just wanted to give you guys a quick look at that. Right now, like I said before, on the 98, the paddles are different. So I made a trip from Cabrini and Fort Washington down here to 68th Street and 3rd Avenue. So now I have to do a trip not in service all the way back up to Cabrini. And then once I get to Cabrini, I'll start a trip coming back in service downtown to 68th Street Broadway. And then I'm on lunch for 5 hours. So let me make this trip uptown so I can start service coming back downtown. And guys, I will catch you in a few. For lunch, we're doing chicken bacon salad, Caesar dressing, trying to keep it healthy. Guys, what up? Lunch break is over. It's time to get back on that bus. So my 5 hours really was productive. I ate, had a good healthy lunch. I talked to some of the fellas, just kicking and talking. And then now, it's time to get back on the bus. So this particular trip, we gotta do 3 trips. We start in downtown at 67th Street, and then we gotta go uptown to Cabrini. So we gotta do that once, twice, 3 times, and then we are doing our date. So that's gonna be the second half of our date. And let's get it started, over, and done with. Today is Friday. It's only one more day for me to go until we start the weekend. Not only is it any weekend, it's Christmas weekend. So that's what it is. This is my bus from earlier. When you pull out a bus, you gotta pull in and keep your bus and use that same bus that you had earlier. So as I can see, 98 on the 908 on the M98, the bus I had earlier. We gonna finish the day off. Let's get it. Guys, we are downtown, about to start our trip uptown. We leave out of here at 4:16, and we have to go back up to Fort Tyrant Park. And that trip is from officially, we leave out of here at 4:20, sorry. So we leave out of here at 4:20, and we get up there at 5:13. So that is about an hour and 15, 12 minutes, something like that. So usually it's traffic because it's Friday, and we are getting into the rush hour, and we'll see how traffic is going uptown. Hopefully it's not too bad. With the M98, I think I've told you this before, but this particular bus is the only bus in our depot that gets on the highway, and that's a part of this route. So yeah, we get on the highway, we got express stops, and this bus goes from Fort Tyrant Park all the way down to 68th and 3rd, and it starts going uptown, no, 68th and Lex, I'm sorry, and it goes uptown from 68th and 3rd all the way up to Fort Washington, West Heights. So yeah, let's see what this trip has in store for us. Like I said, we gotta go uptown, then we come back downtown to service, and then we go back uptown in service, and we're finished with our day. It's not like the second half where I started at Fort Tyrant Park, I came down to service, and I went back up not in service. So us in New York, when we do not in service trips, we call it deadhead. I don't know what you guys call it in the other states or other countries, but we call it a deadhead trip. So yeah, on this particular half, there's no deadhead trips. It's all service. And but like I said, over here on the 98, it's not too bad. The people really don't bother you. They come on the bus, they get in fare, and they just want to get home. Like I said also earlier in the video, this bus doesn't necessarily, it doesn't run all day. So people are looking for this bus because they're looking for that particular time. So, yep, this is going to be our second half. And we ready to get it rocking and rolling so we can finish our day. Holler at you guys in a few. Alright guys, so we made it downtown. We made it back downtown. Right now we are on 67th and 3rd. So the trip going uptown was as expected. Traffic on the highway. However, even though it was traffic, I still got up there with 10 minutes of layover time left. So it actually wasn't that bad. But on this particular schedule, they give you enough time because they know that you're gonna hit some traffic. So coming down, it wasn't bad. I really didn't pick up a lot of people. I think I might have had 10 people on the bus in total the whole trip. And then we get down here and we gotta do one more trip back uptown, and then our night is over. So far so good. So far it's been a pretty good day. And yeah, we about to make the best of our day, man. So guys, if you guys got any questions about what it's like to be a bus operator, just leave a question in the comments and I'll try to answer it. Hope you guys are enjoying the channel. I really don't know what else I should tell you guys. I'm not a really big talker when I have to talk to myself. But yeah, it's Friday night. I get off at 7:30. My mom wants me to bring her some Chinese food. I gotta do that when I get off of work. And that's about it. I'm looking forward to hold on. Guys, I'm gonna hit you guys right back. So yeah, my fault guys, I had a phone call that I had to take. That was one of my old homeboys from school. But yeah, like I was saying, man, you know, holiday times is coming around. Holidays are a little rough for me, especially these past 5 years. So for those of you who don't know, and I don't really talk about it too much, I lost my father in 2018 to multiple myeloma cancer. And my father was a big part of my life. He's actually the one who taught me how to drive and everything else. So losing him was kind of rough for me those first couple of years. It still is rough because there's times where I still go through my emotions and feelings and stuff like that with him not being here. But holidays are not the same. So the only kind of joy and excitement I get from the holidays is seeing my daughter and trying to put a smile on her face. But to those of you out there who have lost somebody important to you, I know the holidays could be rough for you as well. So my heart goes out to y'all. And you know, my thing is, when my father, he wouldn't want to see me doing bad. He would want me to keep going. So that's what I try to do for him. You know, like I said, some days are good, some days are bad. But I try to keep pushing and I try to keep myself productive for him and for my daughter because I know he wouldn't want to see me in a bad place. So try to stay motivated, try not to let things get me down too low. But it's most important to keep your head on the right path and do what you need to do for yourself. So guys, we about to be out of here in a couple minutes, head back uptown and finish off our night. So I'll check you guys probably when we get back to the depot. Alright, holla. Guys, we are up here at Fort Tyrant Park. On this particular paddle, this is where my starting point is. Like I told you guys before in previous videos, every paddle was different. So some of the M4 lines, they start at 135th. This particular line, or this particular route, or run rather, starts at Fort Tyrant Park. And as you can see, we are going to be limited. Now, our limited buses are simply express stops. So we don't make all the stops that a local bus would. And that's kind of cool. But the limited is not all day. It's especially on the floor. It's only for certain time periods. So early in the morning, and then later on in the afternoon, and then the limited service on the M4 stops. But this is Fort Tyrone Park. It's nice up here. On my second half, I'm gonna take you guys into the cloisters, and the cloisters is inside of this area right here. It's a nice view of Washington Heights, and there's also a museum back that way. So guys, we are due to pull out of here pretty soon, so we're gonna get our day started. Catch you when I get downtown. Oh, before I end the video or end this clip, it's freezing outside. It's supposed to be a high of 41 degrees today. So it's gonna be a chilly one. It's December, it's supposed to be cold. I got my long johns on and I am ready to go. Let's get it. Bathroom break. Be right back.
They first did about get promise you, Bobo, fucking promise. You just had fish and you ain't brushing teeth.
So we are on our lunch break now, guys. That first trip wasn't so bad. Going downtown was kind of easy. I made it downtown on time. I didn't show you guys downtown at the layover because I showed you guys that already. Going uptown was a little hectic though. We hit traffic on 77th and Madison. Then once we got uptown to Fort Washington, where New York Presbyterian Hospital is, we had a lot of traffic there. So we wound up getting there on time, but not. We got there on time, but by the time I got up there, it was time for me to leave. And then coming down from the Cloisters to 135th to where I started my lunch break, we were 15 minutes late. So we got a cut slip for that. Cut slip is this is a cut slip. All it is it's called a deviation report, and that's our cut slip. So even though he's 15 minutes late, we still get paid for the 15 minutes of our lunch break that we did miss. For lunch, I had a turkey burger and fries, which I showed you guys. And right now, we don't get back on the bus until 2:53. The second half of our trip is going to be on the 5. And that is from 179th. We got to go up to 179th first, and then all the way back down to 31st 6th Avenue. Then go back up to 179, and then we pull a bus in from there. And then after that, I got a piece to do, and that's going to be on the 4. So I'm still waiting on the surprise, guys. Hopefully we can make that happen on the second half of my trip, and hopefully you guys like the surprise. Alright, so like I said, we don't get back on the bus until 2:53. We got off the bus at 12:35, and we were supposed to get off the bus at 12:14. So I'm going to take me a little nap, and I'll catch you guys when I get back on the bus for my second half. Power nap. And we are about to get back on the bus. We are just waiting to make our relief. So, like I said, I got to make the relief on the street. It's not too far from the depot. On the second half, we're going to start from 135th. We're going to go up to 179 George Washington Bridge, Washington Heights. Then we're going to go all the way down 31st and 6th Avenue, back up, and then that is going to be the end of our day. Well, not the end of our day, but the end of that day. But, like I said, we're waiting for the relief to come, and then we're going to get back on the bus. I showed you guys this already, but I'm going to show you again. This is 135th Street and Broadway. It's cold, baby. Freezing. Check you guys out. Right there is our bus, guys. Let's go make this relief. Finish off the day. Guys, we are here at Fort Tyrone Park. This is the last leg of our day. So we got on the bus at 7:49. We got on the bus at 7:53. We went downtown to 32nd Street and Madison Avenue. Then We came back uptown. And then now, from here, we have to go back to 135th Street and then pull a bus in, and our night is over. So, the first half of my day was okay. The second half of my day, things start to get a little weird. Um, the people were just being extra rude today, which is, I mean, I don't want to say it's normal, but it happens often. So when I was downtown doing the 5, I pulled up to 57th Street, and when I got to 57th Street, there was 2 buses in the bus stop, and there was a lady there with a wheelchair. So I see the lady the whole time, right? And she's waving hysterically at the bus, trying to get my attention. But I already saw her. I saw her as soon as I pulled up. So the people on the bus, the people waiting for the bus, they get on. And then the lady's like waving at me like I'm trying to get on the bus. In my mind, I'm like, Miss, I know you're getting on the bus. So then she says to me, how am I supposed to get on the bus? I'm like, well, how about you go to the corner and you come down into the street and then I can put you on the bus. She's like, oh, well, you were supposed to pull close enough to the curb so I could get onto the bus. I'm like, Miss, how can I pull close enough to the curb to get you onto the bus if there's 2 buses blocking the bus stop? That's virtually impossible. So she had an attitude. Then a guy helped her get off of the curb, lifted her wheelchair up, put it into the street. She got back in her wheelchair and she came up the ramp. So now she still has like a little attitude. She gets on the bus and she's saying whatever she was saying. And then trying to be polite, trying to be nice, trying to be the good bus driver. I asked her, what street is she going to? She says 82nd Street. I said Riverside. She was like, where else would I be going? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to let that one slide. Because now you're trying to get feisty with me because you was in the wrong. So that was one situation. Another situation was this old man with a cane. He's standing at the bus stop, but technically he's a little further back than where the pole is. Now, let's be clear. The bus stop is from where the pole is to anywhere else, right? To, I guess, I want to say maybe 5 feet, if that. It just depends on the particular bus stop. However, I usually pull up to the pole. Not all bus drivers do that, but I pull up to the pole. So when I passed him, he gets on the bus and he says, oh, so it's your own people. I don't know why you ain't pull up to me. I was waiting for the bus before they was. And I'm just sitting in my head, sitting here saying to myself, I'm like, here we go. So he's mad that I didn't pull up to where he was standing. But mind you, he wasn't standing by the bus. He wasn't standing by the bus pole. And that's why I usually pull up to, the pole. So nothing changes when I do things. But yet, he had attitude and he started saying all these little smart remarks. And I had to simply tell him to have a nice day. Right after he gets on the bus, here comes another guy who got off an M2 bus. I guess trying to catch me. He says to me, you don't stop at 34th Street? I said, yes, I do stop at 34th Street. He's like, well, why didn't you stop for me? I'm like, because you weren't in the bus stop. You were getting off of an M2. He was like, well, you should have saw me. I was trying to run your bus. Sir, it's not my responsibility. If you're not at the bus stop, guess what? You are getting left. Luckily for you, you were able to get back on that M2 and catch me further up the line. It's not my fault. So, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, some days are good, some days are bad. Some days these customers will downright get on your nerves. And that's the type of day that I had today. Like I said, I try to be the nice bus driver. I try to accommodate people, try to be nice. But this is why you can't be nice to everybody. This is why some bus operators walk, or not even walk around, because we're driving a bus. This is why some bus operators drive with the screw face. Because the minute you try to do something nice for somebody, it may be appreciated by one person, but then the next person might have something to say. And this is why I personally don't talk to people who get on the bus. So I leave it short. You say good morning, I say good morning. You say good evening, I say good evening. If you want to start talking about things, I don't want to talk to you about things. Because guess what? The minute I say something that you don't like, you're going to have a problem. And I don't want any problems. I just want to get through my workday. So, that's the day we had, guys. And as far as the surprise that I had for you, I was going to try to bring you guys some point of view driving. And my friend was supposed to come and record me. And when I got downtown, he was nowhere to be found. I called him a couple times. He didn't pick up his phone. So, just had to chalk it up as a loss. But hopefully we'll get it done another day. And that is that. So, guys, we're going to take it back to 135th Street in a few. Pull this bus in, and our night will be over. I'll see you when I get back to the depot. Peace. Guys, what up? The night is over and done with. As you can see, got a little rent line going on right here. But once this line clears, we're going to be pulling this bus in and our night will be over. So, in this video, it's going to be 2 parts. Hopefully you enjoy it. To all my bus operators around the world, be safe. Get home safe. Only we can do what we do. Merry Christmas.